Hey, I'm Elder Rashad Frazier Gaines, host of iSMM365. Thank you for tuning in. We are so thankful for God allowing you to support and to tune in today and celebrate these young scholars and our dedicated staff members. We look forward to seeing you at the AIM convention. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram. We are always available. In the meantime, my prayer is that God continue to bless you richly, you keep your family safe, that you all are well and in good health, that long life be upon you, and that everybody around you has everything they need. Amen. Good night.
Grace and peace to each and every one of you. This is your boy, Pastor Gaylon Pierce, and I am proud to serve our International Scholastic Motivation Ministries as the Strategic Planning Coordinator. And it is my job as the Strategic Planning Coordinator to help push, mobilize, and expand the vision of SMM for this quadrennial by our illustrious leader, none other than Dr. Jesse Williams. And what I plan to do in these series of videos is break down our strategic plan, where we're going, how we're going to get there, and who's responsible for helping us ensure that the vision that God has given Dr. Jesse Williams to lead the International Scholastic Motivation Ministries through this quadrennial. And so over the next few minutes, I would be so delighted if you would engage with me and indulge me with your time and your attention, because I promise you, it's going to make you excited to want to be a part of the International Scholastic Motivation Ministries. So what I want to share with you is Scholastic Motivation Ministries exists to educate, inspire, and empower youth and leaders through Christ-centered programs. So from 2026 until 2030, our strategic plan is our roadmap. Okay, this is our roadmap to ensure that what we do is intentional, aligned, and sustainable across every jurisdiction. So this strategic plan is going to do three things. It's going to ask the question, where is SMM going? How will we get there? And who is responsible for carrying it forward? So our vision, very short, watch this, is to equip leaders. So we're equipping leaders, empowering learners, and expanding impact. So that's what we plan to do. Equip leaders, empower the learner, and expand the impact. So our expanded vision is this: SMM envisions a dynamic, Christ-centered organization that inspires learning, cultivates joy, models character, and strengthens communities through education, engagement, stewardship, and outreach. And so our mission is to motivate, educate, and empower youth and leaders through transformative, faith-based programming. That's what we plan to do, is to impact the lives of every scholar and every leader at every convention that the International Scholastic Motivation Ministries will be present. And so we have some core values that I want to share with you. And that is faith, which is Christ-centered leadership, excellence. That's going to be our quality and accountability. Unity, that's connectional ministry. Stewardship, transparency and responsibility, with where every dollar amount and cent amount is going that is given to SMM. And then service, community impact. So what we want to do is we want to ensure that we have faith in Jesus Christ, that we are excellent in everything that we do and every service that we provide. We want to be a unit. We want to have unity because we're stronger together. Stewardship, we want to take very good care of what God has placed into our hands, not only with finances, but with every scholar. And then service. We don't want to just come together for competitions. We don't want to just come together for seminars, but we want to leave an impact on the community while we're there in the city. And so by 2030, SMM will operate with a unified national curriculum, maintain strong national and local visibility, practice transparent financial stewardship, develop leaders at every level, and expand community partnerships nationwide. So what we're wanting to do is make sure that the curriculum is the same all the way across the board. So that way there are no surprises. So no one cannot say that they didn't know the rules or how this competition is supposed to be ran or how this seminar is supposed to be done. You will know because of the curriculum. Maintain strong national and local visibility. We want to ensure that SMM is visible when you go to the national meetings of the Church of God in Christ, when you go to regional meetings, when you go to jurisdictional meetings, when you go to district meetings, and when you're in your local assembly. That you know that SMM has had a viable presence. Practice transparent financial stewardship. We want to ensure that all financial records are transparent, that everyone that gives, that donates, that supports SMM financially, that you know where every dollar amount is going and where it's been allocated for and why that expenditure is necessary to push forward the vision of SMM. And then we want to develop leaders at every level. So we don't want to just impact our scholars because we want to do that. But we also want to ensure that we're developing the leaders, that the leaders are being fully immersed in training and development so that way they can lead their ministries and their competitions to the maximum height that they possibly can reach. And we do that through our winter strategy planning summit that I ask every leader you want to attend the Winter Strategy Planning Summit. It is absolutely phenomenal. We take out time to really ensure that every session that the leaders can leave with information, tools, and be equipped to take what they've learned and use it in their local assemblies and expand community partnerships nationwide. Everywhere we go, we want to have partnerships and collaborations with the community there. So that way we're building a strong network of those that we can connect with for grants or ministry opportunities. SMM wants to have that expanded impact. And we're going to do this. So our strategic plan is built around 5 strategic pillars. And the first pillar is learning, which is we're going to redevelop a national curriculum that is aligned with educational and spiritual standards. So we're going to ensure that the curriculum that we are developing within SMM meets educational standards. So when our young people, when our scholars go to the International AIM Convention and they participate in scholastic motivation ministries, they know that they are going to encounter strong and impactful educational standards. And so we're also going to pilot materials across jurisdictions and also provide digital and print resources. So you won't just come to SMM City, as we like to call it, and not gain resources and information that you can get placed, that can be placed in your hands, whether it be print-wise or digitally. That's what we're going to ensure as it relates to our learning pillar. Our second pillar is joy. So we're going to strengthen connectional engagement year-round. And how we're going to do that is we've developed something called iSMM365. So if you're following the International Scholastic Motivation Ministries Facebook page or our Instagram page, you are going to encounter, or even on YouTube, you're going to encounter engagement through content-related videos and information on all things SMM. Every competition, every seminar, every leader is sharing information that is going to be valuable to you as the supporter, the leader for SMM. Also, increase visibility through PR and social media. So that is going to be through flyers, through press releases that will be sent out. So you will know of everything that is happening with SMM. And then also highlight ministry impact through spotlight initiatives, which again, the SMM365, which is one element that we've began so we can start that engagement piece year round. So we're not losing engagement with our scholars and with parents, with ministry leaders, and others that are supporters of SMM. The third pillar is character, which is our stewardship. We're going to implement unified budgeting and financial reviews. So throughout the course of the year, we will implement financial reviews so that way you will know what's going on concerning the financials of SMM. Also establish consistent fundraising and giving strategies. So we don't want to just ask the leaders to give. We're also going to be looking for unique ways on how we can raise funds and gain funds to support and undergird the budget of SMM. And then also we will practice accountability at all levels. Accountability is important. Accountability is what you do when no one is looking, when no one is watching. How do you handle what God has placed into your hands? Our fourth pillar is leadership and sustainability. We're going to facilitate national strategic planning sessions, again, which is our winter strategy planning summit, our winter strategic planning summit. You have to come. It is phenomenal. It will definitely bless your life and have a wonderful and powerful, strong impact on you and your ministries that you all lead. Establish benchmarks and measurable outcomes. So we're going to be looking at what we're doing, how we can do it better, so that way we're constantly growing. And also prepare the next generation of SMM leaders. So we want to ensure that we are raising up the next generation to take on the leadership of SMM that they are being developed and poured into, so that way they could be successful in all that God has called and commissioned for them to do. And then our fifth and final pillar is community. We're going to host educational and advocacy forums. So there's going to be some educational things that we're going to do. We're going to build partnerships with churches, schools, and organizations, and also organize consistent community service initiatives. We want to ensure that we are constantly being active in the community. And how is all of this going to be done? So over the course of the next few years, our strategic plan, we've already started. 2025 is when this strategic plan began, and it was the foundation and alignment. So what we did was we did a complete curriculum redevelopment, also financial systems and communication strategies. So we've already started strongly going after redeveloping and revising our curriculum, so that way we can ensure that our curriculum is strong and is aligned with the vision that God has given Dr. Williams, our executive director. 2026 is our pilot and launch, curriculum pilots, national visibility efforts, and early fundraising. So what we're doing now in 2026 is we are implementing these things, so that way we can start moving forward with the vision. So we're already piloting things, new ministry initiatives and competitions are on the rise that you all will see on display during AIM in Baltimore. The next one is by 2027, we want to see expansion and strengthening, which is more jurisdictions engaged, as well as leadership training expanded. So we're already looking at developing leadership training tracks, as well as already looking at expanding into other jurisdictions and other regions, which we are already in developments with that. So we're already in the curve with what we're wanting to do concerning our strategic plan. And then by 2028, national assessments, refinements, and sustainability focus. So that's our evaluation and our growth year. We're going to evaluate the past few years of the quadrennial, how we've done, and where do we see areas of growth and improvement, and what we can do better. And then by 2029, 2030, sustainability and renewal. This is the long-term impact, national expansion, and next strategic roadmap. So once we get ready to hit 2029, we are already start developing the strategic plan to prepare for the next quadrennial. So that way we're already preparing ourselves to go even higher. And this ensures the plan is measured, flexible, and accountable, not just aspirational. And then lastly, the next thing we're going to deal with is our roles and responsibility and accountability. So at the national level, all national leaders of SMM, whether it be our executive director, our vice presidents, or executive team members, all national leaders of SMM will ensure that the vision is being pushed, curriculum is pushed, the standards are pushed, and there's oversight. And then we are going to support jurisdictions with training and resources. So we're going to ensure that everything that is needed at the jurisdictional level, district level, local level is being supported by the national. So that way there's a cohesive flow with everything and there's no missing gaps with understanding on how to do and lead SMM at the jurisdictional, district and local levels. And then at the jurisdictional level, we are expecting for all jurisdictional directors to implement the national initiatives at the jurisdictional level. So if any executive team member shows up to your jurisdiction's SMM competitions or competition day or whatever your jurisdiction does concerning SMM, if we show up, we can see what you're doing, okay? And not only that, but also submit reports and share impact stories. So we're not only looking for you to support financially as a jurisdictional director, we're also looking for you to share how has SMM had an impact within your jurisdiction. And then we're expecting for the local and district levels to execute the programming. You got to execute everything. Engage the youth, the parents, and community partners. So wherever your jurisdiction is, your youth, we want to ensure that everyone that is under the umbrella of SMM, that you're having that impact, not just one time a year, but 365. And then accountability tools, quarterly updates, annual evaluations, and shared metrics for success. That is going to be the basis of the strategic plan and how it's going to get pushed, okay? And then lastly, I want to close out with this and a call to action. This plan is not just about what SMM will do. It's about who we will become. The strategic plan 2025 to 2030 positions us to serve with clarity, lead with excellence, steward with integrity, and impact communities for generations. And we are asking every leader, every jurisdiction, and every partner to align with the vision, engage the plan, and carry the mission forward together. And I pray through this brief overview that you are now able to see SMM in a total different light, and that you are ready to engage with the International Scholastic Motivation Ministries, otherwise known as iSMM. I promise you, we're going to do you justice, and we will not steer you wrong with your support of SMM. So this is just the foundational video. And again, we're going to get deeper as the videos progress concerning the strategic plan. This was just a brief overview. And if you have any questions concerning the strategic plan, feel free to reach out to us. And I can't wait to engage with you and your scholars. And again, We look to see you in Baltimore, Maryland, July 6th through the 10th for our International AIM Convention. And SMM City is waiting for you.
Thank you for sharing space with us tonight and celebrating these talented and amazing young scholars and the dedicated staff here at International Scholastic Motivation Ministries of the Churches of God in Christ Incorporated. I'm Rashad Frazier Gaines, Vice President of Organizational Excellence, and I'm so grateful that you were able to spend time with us tonight. Have a great night. See you at AIM.